The update has been delayed, but the patch notes are here. We're going to break everything down. And let me tell you guys, there's some juicy things coming. A couple things are controversial, but we're going to break it all down. And we're getting started right now. What's going on, guys? This is Riggs and welcome back to another PUBG mobile video. So let me tell you guys, I'm going to be flat out honest with you. You guys, some of you are going to be completely shocked by what we're going to be talking about today in today's video, going over the patch notes. I'm not going to bore you guys with everything, but there's some juicy stuff in here and you guys are going to be shocked. So again, I cannot wait to read all your guys' comments down in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy it. So the update, again, it has been delayed, but one thing I will say, I'd much rather have an update delayed than have an update rushed. I'd rather have a complete and final project. Let's go. Let's not waste any more time. A couple things that we're just going to go over really quick that we've actually already covered on the channel, which is there's even more game modes coming, and I'm shocked. I even made a video about there's too much stuff in this game, but Tencent is going to double down and add even more stuff. So I'm curious to know what you guys think about this. We know that Livic Aftermath is coming, right? Can be completely transformed. I've also found out that it says it starts, from when I'm making this video, it starts today on January 12th, and it says it's permanent. All right, so to discuss the maps even more, this is so confusing. There's going to be 3 Erangles, and there's going to be 3 Livics. So we're going to have a regular Erangel. Then there's going to be a matchmaking mode Erangel, which doesn't affect your tier. Then there's going to be a Erangel where there's going to be Spider-Man, as well as a Jujutsu Kaisen, which we know is coming. Same thing for Livic. There's going to be a ranked Livic, which does affect tier, a matchmaking Livic, and then there's going to be a ranked mode Spider-Man, as well as Jujutsu Kaisen, as well as Aftermath. There's going to be 4 Livics. Like I said, they're doubling down. They really are. On everything. Just more maps, more stuff, right? This is the big one, and my jaw dropped when I saw this. I'm very curious to see what you guys think of this one. So the MG3 is being nerfed. That's right. And I cannot wait for Bushka's video covering these weapon changes. So the MG3 is getting nerfed. They're increasing the overall recoil by 10% and modified the default shooting mode to 660 RPM, revolutions per minute. Such as the default shooting mode, I believe it can still switch, but that's going to be the default. But the recoil, that is huge. So basically, it's a pretty steep nerf, 10% more recoil. So if you already had trouble controlling the MG3, well, guess what? It just got worse. But we know they've been trying to push a new meta, right? They've buffed SMGs. They've buffed the DMRs. They've nerfed the DP28. So now they went ahead and gave a buff to 2 of the burst fire weapons, that being the M16A4 as well as the MK47, also known as the Mutant. So they're decreasing the overall recoil by 10% and added a tracer effect to bullets fired by the firearms. All right, so this is another one that's very interesting. Again, I cherry picked all the good stuff that I thought you guys should all know about, right? So knocked state swimming. What does that mean? Right now, if you're swimming, right, and you get shot and knocked, you're dead. Your game is over. You are done. And we know it was very annoying in certain situations, right? However, that has now been changed. It says players who enter the water in a knocked state or enter a knocked state after being shot while swimming will not be eliminated directly. Instead, they will enter a swimming state. In this state, players will have a slightly slower swimming speed, but will be able to breathe underwater normally and will have a longer tactical buffer period in matches. So that's actually huge. That's a quality of life-ish, but this is going to be huge when it comes to strategy because now you don't have to be completely petrified of swimming. So, because in case you do get knocked, your game will continue. You can still, crawl, swim and crawl to shore and go ahead and get picked up by your teammate. Awesome, awesome change. All right, and of course, in case you haven't seen it, I will pin a card up at the top, but we did break down the Spider-Man mode that is coming. So we have Spider-Man Erangel is coming January 12th, or basically the day that I'm uploading this video. And then we have Spider-Man Live It, which is coming January 15th. Make sure you guys go ahead and mark your calendars. And both of these events will remove on Valentine's Day, February 14th. So this is a huge one. Again, I'm telling you, fam, I really combed through all 10 pages of these patch notes. So, team range restrictions. As of right now, when it comes to tiers, the only restriction there's ever been is you can only spectate, or you can only spectate somebody that's a couple tiers above or below you. Like if you're in Platinum, you can't spectate someone on your friends list, for example, who is in Conquer, for example. But there's now going to be a restriction of who you can actually play with. So get this, it says added a team range restriction to improve the quality of matches. And it says in parentheses, prevents unfair matchmaking. Players from bronze tier to platinum tier can team up with each other. Players who are at diamond tier or higher can only team up with players within 2 major tiers of themselves. Meaning, so diamond, that means diamond can play, so the only thing above diamond is crown, and then from crown you have ace. It says players who are at ace or higher are treated as being at ace tier. Very interesting. So I guess if you're 2 tiers above diamond, that would be ace, but they're treating ace or higher as ace. So I guess, yeah, so I guess diamond can in fact play with Conquer. It says there are separate region, perspective, and team size tier requirements. Team range restrictions only apply to classic ranked matches. Because remember, they now have classic matchmaking, which is there's no points. It's just a free-for-all, right? But then they have classic rank matches, which is what this applies to. The other big one, and this could be, I don't want to just say everything is like, this is a game changer. Like, I'm trying to be realistic with everything, but this is pretty huge. And it has to do with FPP and TPP. Okay? This is a big one, all the way at the bottom here. It says, added a system to synchronize players' rating points across different perspectives. Or for example, first person and third person perspective, to reduce the burden on players when they play other modes, which makes it more efficient for them to climb to higher tiers. When a player advances to a new major tier in a certain perspective mode, the player's tier in other modes will be updated to the same tier, meaning if you're an ace tier right now in third person perspective, if you go ahead and look at your first person perspective tier, it's probably going to be like bronze or silver or something, but not anymore. Now it's like in a mirror, the exact same thing. So if you're ace in third person, that means you're ace tier in first person. Is this kind of a cheeky way to try to revitalize or kind of, rebuild first person perspective and try to make it, put it back into the meta? Very interesting. Let me know what you guys think of this one down in the comment section. Now, for all the Metro Royale fans, not sure. The language is kind of weird. I don't know if Metro Royale is ending or what. It's saying players must link a social network account to enter Metro Royale. Not a big deal. But it does say there's an end date, supposedly, of February 28th. But underneath that, it says available again for a limited time. So I'm not sure if Metro Royale is going to be ending or not. The way it's written here, it sounds like it. I don't want to say it's the end of the world for Metro Royale fans, because it could just be how they wrote it is kind of weird. Okay, and for all of you Royale Pass fans, we have January 18th. So again, usually, I mean, this is pretty normal. Once the update comes, the Royal Pass always comes a week later. But that is going to be very, very exciting. So we have month 7 already underway. And real quick, just go over a couple other things before we wrap it up. So they've made changes to the result screens, all the different tabs. You know, of course, there's new tabs like for Cheer Park, where you enter Cheer Park now. Graphic quality changes, security. They've made changes to the merit system, the report features, the security center, which has been updated, report checking page. The whole investigator system has changed as well. Graphic improvements. Like I said, it is crazy. I was expecting Spider-Man. That's what I was expecting for this update. I was not expecting all these like game-changing, you know, game-breaking things to show up in the game. But here we are. So let me know what you guys think of the main things that we went ahead and covered. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section what you're excited about, what you're not excited about. Spider-Man is coming, and I cannot wait to read all your guys' comments. But until the next one, this has been Riggs from Riggs Gaming.